on the Eagle Eye News this morning. Today is Wednesday, January 20, 2021.
Weather today will be partly cloudy and cool.
The cafeteria team is hard at work cooking a tasty lunch today. Your choices are pizza, broccoli, corn, mixed fruit. This sounds like a healthy lunch. Now to today's news.
Thank you for joining us on Eagle Eye News here this morning. Let's jump right into today's news. Don't forget today is an early release at 1 o'clock. Report cards will be sent home on Friday. There is no school on February 12th for teacher training and on February 15th for President's Day. Looks like we have another 3-day weekend coming up.
Thank you. Just a reminder that all Valentine's goodies must be sent in by February 1st so that the items have time to quarantine. It is important that we practice COVID safety to keep us all healthy. Please check with your classroom teacher for information about your class Valentine's celebration. Today we want to take a few moments to watch a video on how to properly wear our mask. We want to make sure that we are wearing them correctly to stay healthy. Let's watch.
By now, we all know that wearing a face covering, sometimes called a cloth mask, can help prevent the spread of coronavirus. For everyone's safety, most of us should wear one when we're in public or with people who don't live with us. There are only a few exceptions: kids under age 2, and those who can't wear one because of sensory sensitivities, or challenges that mean they couldn't remove their own mask in an emergency. We all need to do our best to wear our face coverings properly, including kids. The best kinds of face coverings have multiple layers of thick, breathable fabric, like cotton, that don't allow droplets to get through. You can test if your face covering is doing its job by holding it up to the light. If you can see holes or any light coming through, you should find another option with more densely woven fabric. Putting on a face covering is easy, but there is a right and wrong way to wear it. Before you put one on, make sure to wash your hands. Your face covering should fit snug and comfortable over your nose and mouth, against the sides of your face, and securely under your chin, and you should still be able to breathe easily. Remember not to touch your face covering again until you take it off, and when you do take it off, be sure to wash your hands. A good way to remember how to care for your cloth face covering is to treat it like you would treat your underwear. Cover the important parts. Wash it after you wear it. Keep extra face coverings with you, so there's always a clean one ready for you to use. Don't share or trade face coverings with anyone. Don't mess with it, especially in public. And make sure it doesn't have any rips or holes. The more we all wear face coverings when we're around other people, the more effective they are. When combined with other protective measures, like washing your hands well and staying 6 feet away from others, face coverings are even more effective at limiting the spread of coronavirus. For more information,
According to the Center of Disease Control, CDC, wearing a mask correctly means that it completely covers your nose and mouth at all times. Masks should fit snugly against the side of the face without gapping on the sides. If your mask slips down your nose and mouth, then your mask does not fit you correctly. You can ask your parents to tie the ear straps so that it will fit more snugly against your face. Also, it is a requirement to wear a mask at school each day. You should also bring a spare mask in your classroom. Bring a spare mask in case yours gets wet or dirty. Talk to your teacher about a clean place to store your spare mask in your classroom. Remember, It is your responsibility to bring a mask and wear it correctly while at school. Now to Mr. Sterrett for words of wisdom.
Good morning, Eagle family. Before we get to the words of wisdom, just a reminder that today is a historic day. Today is the 46th time that we have had the peaceful transfer of power in our 245-year history. That has never happened in any other country in the world. So God bless America. Be sure and check out the inauguration today of President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris at 12 o'clock on the Capitol steps. Did you know that when George Washington was just 15 years old, he wrote down a list of his own rules of behavior? It was quite a list. It included rules such as not using bad language, not turning your back on someone who is speaking, keeping your clothes and fingernails clean, and not strutting around like a proud peacock. His last rule is probably the most important. Listen carefully to the words of then 15-year-old boy who would become the greatest leader in history, one of the greatest leaders in history. Keep alive in your heart that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. In other words, it's important to keep your conscience alive and listen to it. Your conscience is that feeling in your heart that tells you what's right and what's wrong. Today, follow the example of George Washington by following your conscience in all ways and at all times. Something to think about. This is Mr. Sterrett. Make it a great day. The choice is yours. And now, the joke of the day.
Thank you so much. Today's joke is brought to you by a student in Miss Onet's second grade class. Are you ready to laugh? Why are playing cards like wolves?
I don't know.
Because they come in a pack. Thank you for sharing this joke with us. We really enjoyed it. Now, to the hero's purpose.
At Heroes, our heads solve problems and are always learning. Our hearts are respectful and considerate, and our hands work together for the good of all. Make it an excellent